YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I am the almighty Wolf Soul, and welcome back to the Wolf Soul Kicks 14 Invasion. So, today I'm going to show off my Air Jordan 1 collection thus far. I will be going from the least expensive to the most expensive. So, without any further delay, let's get right into it. Starting off, Air Jordan 1 mids in the all black colorway. These were free, courtesy of my beautiful wife. I believe this was Christmas of 2014. Plenty of creases. I wear them sparingly, try to keep them in as best condition as possible. These are primarily leather with a little bit of nubuck on the swoosh. I wear them in the rain. Next up, another free shoe, courtesy of the wonderful wife. The Air Jordan 1 mid in the University Gold. The laces, I switched them out. These were courtesy of Angelus Direct. You go there to get all you need for paints and everything like that. Some people call these the reverse New Loves. I just call them the Wu-Tangs. Something. But nonetheless, I wear these also quite sparingly because I find them very special and likely will be worn with a bunch of LA Lakers gear this year. Now we're really going to get into it. Most of you guys know these are the Air Jordan 1 Pinnacles. These were retail priced at $500, but you know your boy did not pay that much. Let me get the receipt. When I say I didn't pay $500, I did not pay $500. $32.09. And really, that's after 20 bucks was taken off because I spent a lot of money with those guys. So shout out to them. But yeah, these $500 shoes I only paid 30 bucks for. Oh, but it gets better. Now I know you guys know about these black toe Air Jordan 1s. I believe they were 2013s. Now, I did not buy these at Foot Locker, Foot Action, Finish Line, Nike, none of those places. You want to know where I bought these? Do you want to know where I bought these? I bought these at Ross for $50 in Tampa, Florida. Oh, you don't believe me? 1 second. Fam, I paid $49.99 for the retro black toe ones from 2013. I still have the OG laces and everything. But you know, of course, your boy went back to Angeles and got some more of those off-white laces. So I've had to retouch these up quite a few times. Because over time, you know, there's a reason why they're in Ross. But since your boy knows how to customize and restore all of his sneakers, that wasn't an issue. I love these because these are one of my favorite OG1 colorways. Enough said. So next we have a pair of Air Jordan 1 highs. I believe these were called the perforated Air Jordan 1 highs. I believe the ankle collar has Vachetta tan, size 14. If I get it. These are from 2016. And let's see how much I paid for these. I think I paid a whopping $52.17 from the Nike outlet. I believe I was in Orlando. That's a great place to find all kinds of Jordans for very, very low prices. So shout out to them. I think these are very clean, and like most of the shoes you've seen thus far, I wear them sparingly. So we have the Air Jordan 1 OG, the Air Jordan KO, and the Sail colorway, varsity red. These came with a pair of white laces and red laces. Thought these were pretty neat. Trying to remember how much I paid for them. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this right. Focus. I paid $47.05 for these. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So next up we have the Nike Air Jordan 1 Low in the Hyper Turquoise, or as like some people like to call them, Tiffany's. Found these at the Nike outlet as well. My wife and I both have the same pair, so we rock those every once in a while. We can get this to focus here. $85.59 at the Nike outlet. Another dope pickup. So now I'm gonna take a look at the Air Jordan 1 in the Flyknit colorway, the Royals. I thought these were pretty neat. First saw these. I still want the black and red colorway, but I have not been able to find them in a decent price the way I found these. And again, these were probably less than $100. I want to say about 80. I believe it was at Foot Locker or Foot Action. So Air Jordan 1 mids in the metallic gold. You probably seen these in a previous video. I paid about $100 for these off of Nike.com. My OG Royals. I had the OG black and red ones, but you already know the story with those. These Air Jordan 1 OG Retro in the All-Star / Joker colorway. Bought these off of Finish Line many moons ago. Let's see when these were bought. These were bought in 2012. I paid $115 for these. And yes, they are retros. Yes, even with the Jumpman, these are still considered OG retros. You guys do remember Michael Jordan playing in mids, right? The reason why I had to have these is I was watching a bunch of YouTube vids about them, and they kept saying they glow in the dark. And I must say, the last time I wore these, I think I wore them in a club. The glow on these is crazy, so those are going to always be here. Air Jordan 1 Lows, University Gold. They remind me of the OG highs in the Orchid Yellow colorway. They're all starting to sound the same to me, but I digress. What do they call these? Anti-gravity machines. I paid $80 for these at Foot Locker. Crazy story about these. I actually ordered them. The guy delivered them to the wrong house, and then I had to wait for them to get to the house, and I ended up having 2 pairs because of the great customer service. I took the other pair and sold them, and I was able to get some Taxi 12s for a very good price, so I always have these as well. Bought these at, I think it was Orange Park Mall down in Jacksonville. Again, I think I paid $80 for these, size 13, the blue and the yellow. My high school colors were blue and gold, so enough said about that. Of course, everybody's favorite but not so favorite, the Air Jordan 1 Low in the metallic gold, $90. Of course, you guys already knew that already. Bordeaux Air Jordan 1 Lows. Man, listen, I can't believe it's been 5 years since I bought those. And I only bought them because I didn't get my hands on the Bordeaux 7s. I may go back after them, but I'm probably going to just wait for the retro. My first video, the Don Legacy 312s in the black and red colorway with the black cement. Nothing else to say about those. Legend Blue 1s. Another pair that the wife and I both have. That was the year of the Legend Blue / Columbia 11s. I passed on them because I frankly did not like the patent leather. And I just don't like white 11s. Now these are patent leather, and I paid $100 flat for those. May even paid even less since I shop with them a whole lot. Camo Air Jordan 1s. One of my favorite Jordans in my entire collection. When you take a picture with these on, that camouflage is very fresh. I know you guys are gonna say these are trash, but these are the Air Jordan 1 94s. Are they OGs? Not really. They kind of remind me of the hybrid era when people wore what they liked. As you can see, they have the Air Jordan 10 bottom under the translucent sole. I think these are dope. I don't care what anybody says. I still get the feel of the Air Jordan 10 in these, along with the Air Jordan 1 feel. These have stood the test of time. Whenever the powder blue 10s came out, that's when these came out. Do y'all remember the Air Jordan Lab series? These are the Air Jordan 4 Lab 1s. I think I said that right. This entire shoe glows. I wore them so much. I bought these at the Cumberland Mall's Foot Locker. Probably paid $160, $170 for these. So now we're getting into the higher up shoes now. Moving on. Now I know you guys want to trip about these, but the Air Jordan Legacy, Dawn Legacy 312s in the desert camo colorway with the infrared and black cement. Listen, I know that's a lot to say, but that's what they are. When I first saw them, I said, if these had Supreme anywhere on them, these would have sold out. But these actually sat on Nike.com for weeks. Of course, I said, in case the hype creeps back up, I want to go ahead and get these. And right here, I got the Air Jordan 1 High OG in the Carmine colorway. I also bought the Air Jordan 6 Carmines at the same time that I bought these. Very nice. Only thing I hate is the icy bottom. They should have kept it either black or gave us a Carmine bottom. Other than that, they're pretty good to maintain. It's not that bad, but I don't think I paid $160 for those either. I think I caught a break at Foot Locker. Right here, you got the Air Jordan 1 High OG, the Chris Paul PE, the Carolina blue and navy blue. Can't go wrong with that. Bought these at Foot Locker online for $117. Not too bad. These are very fresh, but they are size 13, so I don't wear them a whole lot. Then the Air Jordan 1 High OG Carmelo Anthony PE in the University Gold / metallic gold, because prior to this that was considered that, but these are the metallics. These are very fresh. I think I caught these at DTLR. This shoe had restocked like 3 or 4 times. I think the date changed like 1,000 times when those dropped. On to the next ones. Yeah, those I think I paid $140 for those. These right here. Some of the most hated Air Jordan 1s of that year. May have been 2015, 2016. These are the Air Jordan 1, the returns. People call them the 1.5s, but it's not a 1.5 if the Air Jordan 2 was not out yet. These are a prototype that Michael Jordan wore in the 85-86 season with the Chicago Bulls. There's a picture all over the internet of him actually wearing them, so we can go ahead and kill all that noise. These are very comfortable. They are size 13, but the leather which is just as good as the leather that's on the OGs, you know. And plus, you can't go wrong with this colorway. I think I paid maybe 160 for these. Then I guess everybody would call these the reverse fragments, but they are two different blues. This is considered soar blue, which is slightly lighter than Aurora blue, but these are very fresh. I bought these off of Finish Line for 160 because I felt like, you know, just like with those other ones I had showed you guys, sometimes the hype causes shoes to kind of sell out fast as you wouldn't think they would. So I just went ahead and got them anyway. You know, just another fresh pair of one that I just could not see myself not having. Then of course, I had to get the OGs of the Air Jordan 1 High, the return in the black and red colorway. These reminded me of the Air Jordan 1s I had when I was about one. I said I was about 1 or 2 years old. These are the closest that we have seen to the original shape of the Air Jordan 1 of 1985. So, all around, I think I paid 160 for these. I seem to win a lot with the Foot Locker down where I live, and it's starting not to happen as much because the hype is starting to get back up to a certain point again. But all around, these in the size 14 are very comfortable, but I could have got them in a size 13. And I think they're going to last a lot longer than the OGs because of the type of leather that they put on these as well. So all around, just fresh. Now, what can I say about these? These are one of my favorite but expensive Air Jordan 1s in my collection. So now we're getting ready to get into the portion that's maybe 160 and up. These reverse shatter backboards are one of my favorites because of where I bought them. I bought these while I was on vacation, I say about 2017, in Honolulu. I walked into a Foot Action there, not too far from where we were staying. They also opened up this Jordan 23 store. It was kind of like a pop-up store. So I asked them if they had anything in size 14, and he brought out about 7 pair of shoes, and these were one of them. I was shocked, so I had to pick them up. I don't wear them as much, but when I do, it always turns heads because I think everyone went after the original shatter backboards, but these are just as good. I mean, as far as like leather and all that kind of stuff, I don't think we have to get into that type of conversation anymore, but I forget how much I paid, but I'm pretty sure I paid a pretty penny, you know, that kind of stuff. And I had to break down the box in order to get them back over here. Long story short, these are one of my favorites because I bought them in Honolulu. Another Air Jordan 1 favorite of mine is a Nike ID I did many moons ago. I said between 2014, 2015. And these are my Air Jordan 1 Alphas. What I did was I added a little bit of spice. So I still have them put in the red and black on the Jones, but I also changed the wings to green. Instead of the bottoms being red, I made them gum, which really makes it pop. Very comfortable. These were modified many moons ago so that people can actually play modern day basketball in these. Have I played in them? No. These are just one of my top favorite ones that I have thus far. You can't go wrong with Lunarlon. Like, you just can't go wrong. So I did design these with green laces, but sometimes I like to switch out the laces just to kind of see if I could get another look. And of course, got my name and my year on them. You know what I'm saying? 10/5/84. And yeah, I think I paid about between 160 and 180 for those. So now we're starting to get up in prices. And of course, you have the Air Jordan 1 High OG in the orange Gatorade colorway. Not too much to say about these. Bought them off Nike.com. I believe they were starting to drop in prices. I believe the retail price on these were $185. I paid about $145 for these. Then you have the grape colorway. Found them in Orlando at the mall for $100. They did not have a size 14 in the store, so I was able to order them. So I probably got them even cheaper than that. I have not worn these yet, as you guys can see, but I do plan to wear them as the NBA season begins, because I am a Lakers fan and I am also a Chicago Bulls fan. So you already know how I'm rocking. Next up, then I have the Hyper Royal Ones. Not at the top of anybody's list. However, I feel like I have to make sure there's a balance between my black and red and black and blue Air Jordan 1s. So this was an easy pickup for me. Got these at Foot Action through the raffle. Or the app. Yeah, the app. So that was not bad at all. And of course, the pine greens. Green is my favorite color. And these were an easy choice. I wanted the court purples as well. I missed out. However, since I am a sneaker customizer, I am going to take care of that issue. And I will film customizing a pair of Air Jordan 1s in a somewhat similar colorway. So stay tuned for that. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG Shadows. Man, I had missed out on these so many times. But as soon as I got a chance to win, I picked them up. I believe I paid retail. I'm not sure where I bought them. It may have been a Foot Locker, may have been a Foot Action, but overall, one of my all-time favorites when I'm going on vacation or just all around just kicking it. Now we're getting into the even more expensive Air Jordan 1s in my collection. So here we have the Air Jordan 1s in the black and red colorway from 2016. The only thing I do not like about these is that glitter that starts to form when you don't wear them and you're trying to keep them as pristine as possible. No matter how many times you wipe it off, it comes right back. So I tend not to wear them a whole lot because I do want to preserve this version, which is probably one of my favorite versions of this shoe. Are they as close to the ones in 1985? Slightly, but not really. We all know that the back needs to be a little bit more straight because that's how the Airship and that's how the OG Air Jordan 1s were actually built. They had a lot more ankle support. The collar did not drop at a 30-degree angle, or not 30, but like a negative 45-degree angle. Everything was straight up back then. So all around dope shoe. It's a must have because, as I said before, this is the first Air Jordan that I've ever had in my entire life, and it started off everything. Next up, we have the Royal OG Air Jordan 1 High. Bought these the same year as the black and red ones. There's not a whole lot I can really say about them except I had to have them. Another one of my favorites. Both of these, if I were to let them go right now, I probably could get a fair amount of money for them. Given the size and probably the year, I can probably cash out, but that's not going to happen. I wear all of my shoes, and very few I'll actually let go if they have some if they don't have a certain level of sentiment, I guess. Here we have the Hyper Crimson and Gray Air Jordan 1 High OG. I think people slept on these. I think as time goes on, people are going to really regret not having these in their collection. I think because they weren't hyped, people passed on them. I forget what shoe was out around the same time, but it may have been the, I forget what the Hyper something. They almost look like UNC's, but they have that bluish green tint to them. Anyway, now we're going to get into the more expensive Air Jordan 1s. These Air Jordan 1 lows are expensive because I customized them myself. These are the Air Jordan 1 Low OG. These are the Cyber Monday lows, but I made them a custom green and gold colorway. I changed out the laces. I added paint, tried to get them as matte as possible so they wouldn't shine as much. And I did a gold and green splatter, gold, green, and white. The cost of the shoe was not that much. I paid about 40 or 50 bucks for these. But paint, time, and labor, these shoes, if I were to charge anybody for the same custom, it's about $300. This is one of the most expensive Air Jordan 1s that I own. And last but not least, the most expensive Air Jordan 1 that I own in my collection. It is another custom. In fact, it was the first custom that I ever did. I think I've had these finished since 2015, 2016. But it is the Air Jordan 1 Silver Laser. That's what I'm going with right now. I took a pair of laser Air Jordan 1s, as you can see here. I took a pair of lasers and I painted them baby blue. I painted the Wings logo metallic gold. I left some of the top exposed, showing that it is a laser underneath. I kept the bottoms icy and I changed out the laces. And I painted the toe silver, metallic silver. These are one of my favorites because it's my first custom. This is the first shoe that let me know that I can do something. And I'm very skilled at it. And I'm going to continue to do them. And as I should have been, I'm going to film these. And these are going to be some great content. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I've actually got to show these off in hand. I've worn them one time, and I would say these are worth about $400 because time, labor, paint, brushes. I've actually added 3 other pairs of shoelaces to go along with these so I can continue to switch them out each time that I actually wear them. Yeah.